Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Ouija, and this movie came out in 2014, and I have seen Ouija Origin of Evil, and I saw that movie when it came out, and while watching this movie, it kind of did remind me that apparently I have seen this movie before, or at least parts of it, because there were parts of this movie that were familiar to me, and before I get into Ouija 2014, I guess I'll briefly mention Origin of Evil. And that movie, I remember tiny bits of. I remember the ending. I remember, like, the little girl's mouth opening freakishly large. And that's about it. And because of that, there was a part of the movie that was ruined for me in this movie, but it's not like it matters, really, because whether or not it's spoiled for me or not, this movie is terrible, and it's not scary in the slightest, it's not entertaining, it's boring and stupid, and the characters in this movie are idiots. Nothing in this movie makes sense, the music in this movie is terrible, and it never complements the film, and there's so many parts in this movie that are just so stupid and not what a normal person would do at all, that I was just imagining while watching this movie just a laugh track. And I'm not gonna lie, once I started imagining that, like just a laugh track after every word of dialogue was spoken, because everything is just so stupid. Like, if this movie was ironic and had a laugh track to it, might have been a lot better. Because really, that's what this movie could have easily been. It could have easily been a comedy. And all you needed was really a laugh track. And I'm not saying I'm in love with laugh tracks. I don't really like them that much. But it would be perfect for this movie, because it really needed it so that you would be in on the joke. And it was more entertaining to think of the film that way. Not gonna lie. Mostly in the first half. The second half, we get more jump scares, and it's really annoying. And the second half of this movie really kills the entire experience, because in the first half, it's just setting a lot of things up, and as stupid as it is, it's slightly more entertaining than the second half, just because the worst hasn't come yet, really. And there's a lot of bad acting in this movie, and it's not like the characters are good either, so I can't really blame the actors for the terrible performances, but really the script doesn't really give them much to work with. And this movie's only an hour and a half, and it feels longer than that because it's horribly structured. Like, you could take these scenes in the movie and place them in any order, really, and it wouldn't change anything. Like, they don't really feel linked together. They just feel like random events happening with no rhyme or reason. And that's what we have here. This movie is also filled with cliches, and it's taken completely seriously, and the film has no self-awareness to it whatsoever, and like I said earlier, if you had a laugh track, then this would be a lot more entertaining, but it didn't have that, so we're left with a really serious movie that doesn't understand that these tropes have been done before, and it's just doing them, and it makes the movie worse as a result. And I should also mention, for the record, after I finished watching this movie, the original plan was for me to watch this and Ouija Origin of Evil back to back, but after this movie, I was just done. I was like, I can't go back to that. I'm done with this universe. I've had it. I don't want any more. And maybe I'll go back to Ouija Origin of Evil someday, because it's been over 6 years since I've seen it. And who knows, maybe I'll have some newfound appreciation for it, but I just don't know what's going to happen, honestly. But as for this Ouija, I will never be seeing it again. It was boring, it wasn't scary, I didn't care about the characters, the acting was bad, the music was bad. It was filled with cliches, and it's an hour and a half, and it feels like 3 hours. So don't watch this movie. I wouldn't even recommend it as a funny bad movie because it's just so boring that you're going to get nothing out of it. And with all that being said, I'm going to give Ouija a 1 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of Ouija, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for All Quiet on the Western Front, the new one from 2022. Not the one from the 30s, or I think this one from the 70s, but those ones I'm not watching. I'm watching this new one from 2022. So look forward to that. But until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.